Welcome back to ciLiving. Are you looking for winter break plans? The Urbana Library has started their winter reading program, and joining me with more information and some book recommendations is Lyndzie Taylor. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so what is the winter reading program?
So we have two reading programs during the year. We have summer reading and then we have winter reading. So this is our version for folks who need something to do over their winter break, and also helps keep kids reading during the holidays. So it goes from December 15th to February 28th. Children, teens, and adults can all participate. Yep, that's some basic information about it. We've got a reading log. This one is just for children, so it's kind of fun. So to motivate them to read, we've got 15-minute increments that kids can read in, and then each time they fill a box, they can grab some stickers so that they can make a snowman, which is really fun. So that's a completed one. So that's if you did all of the reading and hit all of your goals. And then, so you
have to read to get the snowman piece.
Correct, yes. And that is just a fun activity, but you also win reading prizes. You win books for reading. So for every 4 books you read, you get 1 book as a prize, and you can do that up to 2 times. So,
I love that. So essentially, to incentivize reading, you're giving more things for them to read. That's wonderful.
Exactly. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, all ages can participate.
And then to kind of kick off 2026 in advance, you have your New Year's Eve. What is that?
Yep, so our New Year's Eve event happens every year. It's for children, and it happens at noon on December 31st. There's story time, there's crafts, and just fun New Year celebrations for the kiddos who maybe aren't going to stay up until midnight.
I love that. So they can kind of get their New Year's Eve countdown to the new year in advance, and then they can go to sleep at their normal bedtime and stay on their schedule for 2026.
Yes, but they still get to celebrate.
But they still get to celebrate. That's awesome that you do that.
Yeah.
And then I see that you've brought 3 book recommendations. What do you have for us today?
Yeah. So just to get folks inspired for winter reading, I brought some books talking about some different holidays. We've got a really cool holiday display in our children's section that shows holidays from around the world. So this one is called Santa Mouse, Where Are You? It was one of my favorites as a kid, and it is about Santa's helper, Santa Mouse, and all of their adventures delivering gifts on Christmas Eve.
I remember seeing that book, and I'm pretty sure I read it as a kid, but I don't really remember the story. And I've been finding that a lot, that I need to kind of go back and revisit some of the books from childhood.
Same.
So if you remember Santa Mouse, Where Are You? You might want to pick that up and revisit that story. Definitely. What about this one?
This one is called Runaway Dreidel. So on the first night of Hanukkah, a boy spins his dreidel, and it just doesn't stop spinning. And it goes all over town. The whole city joins in on the chase to find the dreidel, and wacky hijinks ensue. So a lot of fun.
Nice. And then this next book is for another winter holiday.
Yep. So this one is called Celebrating Kwanzaa. So for folks who are maybe unfamiliar with that holiday and want to learn a little bit more, it tells the story of a girl named Andy from Chicago, describing how her and her family celebrate Kwanzaa, including their traditions, and their meals and all of that. So really great story to learn all about the holiday.
And these aren't the only holiday books that you have, right? You have a whole entire area.
We do, yep. So we like to showcase, all the various holidays and traditions from around the world. We also have a world languages section at the library, both children's and adults too. So if anyone is looking to, explore different traditions and also explore reading in different languages, we've got that to offer as well.
I think that that's wonderful, and especially moving into the new year, I feel like people are sort of looking toward their travel plans for the new year. So if you're going to be going somewhere that isn't an English-speaking country, it might be a good opportunity to get some resources from the library to kind of learn that language a little bit in advance to just even basic communication.
Yes, absolutely, and our children's librarians are there to help you every step of the way.
And you are in the middle of a renovation project, I know. Do you have an update on how that is going?
I do. It's almost done. It looks amazing. So the library actually will be closing temporarily next week on Monday and Tuesday to kind of get things transitioned back to that space that we've had closed for so long. And then after the holidays, it will reopen again, which we're very excited about. And then we also have new operating hours starting on January 2nd. So please stay tuned for that. Go to the website for those. It's not too big of a difference, but we'll be opening at 10 a.m. Each day during the week. And in January, we're going to be having an open house to celebrate reopening the space. So we invite everybody to come explore it. It's going to be so great.
And I feel like that's the perfect time to go and see the new year, new library,
yes.
new hours, new everything. So that's kind of, I feel like sort of the new year is when we all sort of generally start those awesome transitions. So that I feel like is perfect timing for your renovations to be complete.
I know, it really worked out like that. So, and it's gonna be so fun. The open house that we're doing is like exploring the entire library, but focused on that new first floor. So.
Wonderful. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here and for sharing these cultural reading recommendations and all the information about the winter reading program. This is a great way to keep kids learning during the break.